As of the filming of this devotional, I have a total of 0 tattoos. Now, I'm not against them. In fact, I like tattoos. I just don't have one yet. If you're watching this and you want to leave a comment about the prohibition in Leviticus 19:28 about making marks on yourselves, don't worry, I know. The issue is not that I don't want a tattoo. I just never have come across something that I've said, yeah, I'd like that permanently inked on my body for the rest of my life. Now, truth be told, I always kind of wanted a lion tattoo. When I was a kid, I loved C.S. Lewis' The Chronicles of Narnia. My daughter, Yael, and we're reading through them together now, and I think, man, it would be cool to get a big old Aslan tattoo. If you're unfamiliar with the series, Aslan is this oversized magical lion that also happens to be the Christ figure. Reading earlier in Revelation 5 that Jesus is the Lion of the tribe of Judah, it's not hard to fathom where Lewis's idea came from. But while Jesus is no doubt the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the dominant image of Jesus in Revelation is not a lion, but the Lamb. Now, as I read last time, John heard what the elders said. But when he turned and looked, he didn't see a lion, but rather, John says, I saw a lamb looking as if it had been slain, standing at the center of the throne, encircled by 4 living creatures and the elders. The lamb had 7 horns and 7 eyes, which are the 7 spirits of God sent out into all the earth. Now, this is just the first of many. The word lamb shows up 29 times in Revelation and refers to Christ in all but one instance. But in this instance, it's not just a lamb, is it? But a slaughtered lamb, which brings to mind the Passover in the book of Exodus, chapter 12. In chapter 12, verse 3, we're told the Lord told Moses, tell the whole community of Israel that on the 10th day of this month, each man is to take a lamb for his family, 1 for each household. In verse 6, take care of them until the 14th day of the month, when all the members of the community of Israel must slaughter them at twilight. Now, John's vision is unique, but his understanding isn't. In 1 Corinthians 5, the Apostle Paul calls Jesus our Passover lamb. In his letter, Peter, drawing on the language from Exodus 12, Peter remarks that we have been redeemed with the precious blood of Christ, a lamb without blemish or defect. In one of the most familiar Old Testament passages, the prophet Isaiah alludes to the suffering service as our Passover lamb, stating he was oppressed and afflicted, yet he did not open his mouth. He was led like a lamb to the slaughter. Even John himself, long before he receives the vision on Patmos, recorded John the Baptizer's words, referencing Jesus as the Lamb of God who takes away the sin of the world. Then in John 19, John is the only gospel writer to include the detail that when Jesus was on the cross breathing his last, that it was preparation day. Which means that it was the day that the lambs were slaughtered for Passover. Now let's go back to Revelation. Last time we talked about how it was the lamb who was slain that is conquered. It's highly symbolic, but it's pointing to Jesus' death on the cross. Now, just as in Exodus, the Passover isn't just about liberation from slavery, but victory over the powers. So the sacrifice of Christ the Lamb isn't just about setting us free from sin and death. It's victory over the devil and his minions. He has also and already conquered them. That's why in John 19, verse 30, Jesus' last words are, it's finished. Not almost there, but done. Mission accomplished. In Revelation 5, we don't read that he will conquer, but he has conquered. The fact that he's already won should inform not only how we read the rest of Revelation, but how we live our lives. He is already victorious, ruling and reigning. There isn't some final act or detail still up in the air. The Lamb has won. Game, set, and match. The invitation throughout Revelation is, will we join him? Will we undergo what we must to persevere and join him? Have a blessed week.